In the red corner, standing at just 5 feet 10 inches tall, but with punching power of the gods, defending his World Heavyweight Championship title for the first time, the one and only Iron Mike Tyson. Tyson was on the back of becoming the youngest heavyweight champion of all time and looking to smash everyone that got in his way. Standing in the opposite corner was a fighter known for his hard-hitting hands, notorious for knocking guys out cold with his jaw-breaking power. Also defending his heavyweight title and towering over Tyson at 6 feet 4 inches tall, the horribly named Bonecrusher Smith. Before we get to the fight, let us give you some context why it was such a significant fight in 1980s boxing. March 7th, 1987, boxing fans witnessed a significant bout in the heavyweight division when Mike Tyson, the youngest heavyweight champion in history, faced off against James Bonecrusher Smith. This fight, held at the Las Vegas Hilton, was crucial not only for the unification of the heavyweight titles, but also for solidifying Tyson's legacy as a dominant force in the boxing world. Mike Tyson, at just 20 years old, had already become a household name in the world of boxing. Known for his aggressive style, powerful punches and remarkable speed, Tyson had amassed an impressive record of 27 wins with no losses, 25 of those victories coming by knockout. His rise in the boxing ranks was meteoric, and by the time he faced Smith, he had already captured the WBC heavyweight title by defeating Trevor Berbick in November 1986. Bonecrusher Smith, on the other hand, was a more seasoned fighter at 33 years old. Smith had a professional record of 19 wins, 5 losses and 1 draw with 14 knockouts. He had won the WBA heavyweight title by upsetting Tim Witherspoon in December 1986, delivering a stunning first-round knockout. Despite being the underdog, Smith's experience and knockout power made him a formidable opponent for Tyson. The fight was not just about to bring together the two belts, but a clash in styles and a unique look at the differences in fighters. Yes, both fighters held formidable punching power, but each came into the bout with very different mindsets. Tyson, the youngest heavyweight champion of all time, looking to make his mark on boxing history, joining the ranks in heavyweight gold with Muhammad Ali, Jack Johnson, and the undefeated Rocky Marciano. Tyson would look to keep his head down in the early stages of his career, doing what was needed and nothing more. Boxing basics at its best. Bonecrusher, don't let the nickname fool you, was a humble man, born and raised in a farming household. His ex-army ways and his former prison guard no-nonsense head led him to keep his cool even against the most ferocious of fighters. Not only was Bonecrusher a humble man, but he was also an academic. Becoming the first heavyweight champion with a degree, he earned an associate's degree in business administration in 1973. 2 years later, he got a bachelor's degree in business administration from Shaw University. The fight was billed as a unification match with Tyson's WBC title and Smith's WBA title on the line. The anticipation was immense, with fans eager to see if Tyson's relentless style could overpower Smith's experience and resilience. The fight would take place in the new home of professional boxing, Las Vegas, Nevada. The fight would not only be a successful fight by way of unifying the two belts, but also a financially successful campaign for the fighters, with Mike Tyson taking home over $1.5 million and Smith taking home a cool $1 million in US dollars. It would see the start of the mega paydays of Las Vegas payouts and the beginning of Tyson not just fortune, but also mega fame. We joined the fight in the first round with an old-school British broadcast from ITV showcasing the HBO main event of the evening. Could Tyson go on to show the world that he wasn't a flash-in-the-pan boxing letdown, or would Bonecrusher show that age and experience always prevails?
So there we go then, against the man who specialises in knocking people over in one round. There's no reason to suspect he's not the Iron Man.
The fight began with Mike Tyson charging at Bonecrusher Smith, aiming to overwhelm him with his trademark aggression and power. Smith, aware of Tyson's early round dominance, adopted a cautious approach, keeping his distance and using his jab to try and keep Tyson at bay.
And the stare from Tyson, and Bonecrusher saying, "What's this all about?" Well, no Mr. Nice Guy in this fight, round two. Well, very much. And I'm not surprised the way they've been bumping and boring close in like that. Well, he found the target for that one. He's been missing a bit with him, Tyson, but the left hook came through, so I'm sure. And he's sending him at neutral corner, and he's taking a point away.
Tyson continued his relentless pressure in the second round, moving forward with head movement and body shots. Smith was attempting to disrupt Tyson's rhythm and slow the pace of the fight that would see him lose a point for holding. Tyson would land a few strong hooks in the round, but nothing dangerous.
Well, as I said, if he's hoping to let Tyson punch himself up, that's a mistake. And he wants to go on fighting. This is really bad. He's looking older by the minute as we come out for round 3. Smith.
Smith starts the round with more movement, trying to circle away from Tyson and use his jab. However, Tyson quickly closes the distance, cutting off the ring and forcing Smith into more clinches. The pattern of the fight remains the same. Tyson attacking and Smith holding.
Well, they're not going to, no question, Tyson ahead because Bonecrusher just hasn't done enough. Coming up for the 4th then. Well, you know, sometimes...
The 4th round sees Tyson continuing his forward assault, trying to find gaps in Smith's defence. Smith's clinching becomes more frequent and obvious, leading to warnings from referee Mills Lane. Tyson remains undeterred. Bonecrusher would end the round with his head down like a beat man.
Oh, I see.
Tyson's relentless assault begins to wear on Smith. Tyson lands a series of punches that push Smith into the ropes. Despite this, Smith's clinching and defensive tactics continue to absorb much of Tyson's power. Tyson's punches are less frequent but more precise, landing cleaner shots.
In his amateur career, when Tyson got mad at an opponent who refused to fight him and walked out the ring and got disqualified for it in this game. Round 7. Oh, that's possibly the best punch he's taken in 7 rounds to get through. He tried to almost creep inside in there, didn't he? Duck under defence and then throw, winning quite easily at Wembley. But sort of ran out of gas and ran into a punch, and Smith won in the last one. Well, that was... almost hit him on the floor there, and he fell up.
Tyson's combinations to the body and head occasionally break through Smith's defences, but Smith's survival tactics persist. After Tyson took a quick slip to the canvas, Bonecrusher would kick himself that he couldn't have got a swinger on the way down.
That's the best round for Smith there. The only protection are allowed above the waistline in boxing for round 8. As this is really what he's been trying to do from the start or not. Have I read the fight wrongly in that sense that they're calling out numbers, rather like a quarterback calling for the team in football here. Oh, that was more like it, but it's still...
Tyson shows no signs of slowing down, continuing his aggressive pursuit of Smith. Smith's defensive clinching results in repeated interventions by the referee. Was the tactic working? Was Mike Tyson going to leave himself wide open looking to the finish?
So really he's got no chance now. He's got to knock round 9. And Mike Tyson undeniably well ahead as... What it matters, the 3 knockdown rule is... So combination of Boxing Council and Boxing Association rules on this one. On points, even if it's clearly. So they had to do that twice in 28 fights. So the crowd now...
Tyson's focus and stamina remain impressive. He continues to pressure Smith, who seems content with clinching and avoiding a knockout. Was Bonecrusher waiting on his moment, or was he just looking for the big payday against the new face of heavyweight boxing?
It's just shown up the inexperience a bit of Tyson here. The 10th round, scheduled for 12, this unification of the Bonecrusher just showing up some of the limitations with the young terror.
Tyson continues to dominate, showcasing his conditioning and relentless pressure. Smith's defensive strategy remains unchanged, just looking to wrap Tyson up anytime he would throw anything his way.
11th round, and this familiar sort of, well, I don't suppose it's a nervous twitch, but it had 11th round for the first time in his career. At this pace, he could fire straight ahead on rails at you. All night, including between rounds.
Tyson clearly in control, having landed the more significant and effective punches throughout the fight. Would the champion be happy with losing his title to the younger man in such a fashion after barely throwing a punch?
12th and final round then of this heavyweight championship. Both saturated with water. Really is immensely fit, Tyson, that's for sure, because he's still got a lot of spring in his legs. Surprised that he's still full of running in the last round. From Nevada. Well, when you think of Tyson's background, he hasn't done too badly for a fellow that's been learning his business. So there's the countdown clock, and a little bit of play acting now from Smith. They had a gross $5 million before this fight. And there's jeering coming in the last round. I think they wanted to see them. Well, I'm satisfied to have stayed the course with you. And that was a hard right. I think Tyson did. And this will keep 10 seconds. His best punch of the fight, I thought, Bonecrusher Smith.
The encounter between Mike Tyson and Bonecrusher Smith remains a significant chapter in the history of 80s boxing. It was a clash between a rising young champion and a seasoned veteran, culminating in the unification of the heavyweight titles. While the fight itself may not have delivered the explosive action many had hoped for, it highlighted Tyson's dominance and strategic prowess in the ring. Tyson's victory over Smith was a stepping stone in his journey to becoming one of the greatest heavyweight champions in boxing history. And as always, we leave you with one question. Are you an old school boxing fan? If so, give the subscribe button a stiff jab. I've been Frank Monroe here at Below the Belt Boxing. Take care.